Good morning, this is Rabbi Shlomo, first year Yeshiva Tsama Nafshi here in Yerushalyim and HaKodesh. We are located in the Beit Knesset Al-Kanahi Yeshivas on the HaKodesh number 6. And we're not too far from the central bus station, so that means you can walk here and take a bus. If you're driving, there's parking across the street, and especially if you're coming from foot stores, we'd love to have you join us for a shirim here in Yerushalyim and HaKodesh so we can help enrich your visit here at Yerushalyim with as much Torah as possible. Please contact us. We'll be happy to make special arrangements for your learning needs, as we can accommodate almost any learning needs that you might have. We're learning on our first year now in the mornings, the Avos. We're going to do a review of the first 6-7 Mishnahs in Avos. We're going to show the pattern which was actually revealed to us by the Maral Prague, and we're going to try and extend it towards to the other part of the Mishnayos here in the first parak in Avos. Yeah, sure, Matazal, if you'd like to read.
Okay. Just the beginning?
Yeah, we'll go step by step.
Okay. Call Yisrael, Yesh Lahem, Chalek La'alam Haba, Shne'emar. Va'amech Kulam, Tzadikim La'olam, Yirushu, Aretz, Neitzer, Metai, Ma'aseh, Yadai, Lahispa'er. All Israel has a share in the world to come, as it is said, and your people are all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. They are the branch of my planting, my handiwork, in which to take pride.
So this is a standard introduction to each parak of Avos, and reinforces our belief in the next world. And I think it's particularly significant that it's mentioned in connection with the learning of Pirkei Avos, which is Torah, and obviously our key to the life in the next world is through Torah itself. So it's a proper preface to the learning of Pirkei Avos.
Okay. Moshe kibel Torah misinai, umsara lihoshua, vihoshua lizkenim, uzkenim, linviim, unviim, Masaruha la'an neshe chaneses hagadola.
Okay, so
I'm going to translate.
Yeah, sure, great.
Okay. Moses received the Torah from Sinai and transmitted it to Joshua. And Joshua transmitted it to the elders to the prophets, and the prophets transmitted to the men of the Great Assembly. Hain Amaru Shalosha Devarim. The men of the Great Assembly said 3 things. Havu Masunim Badim. Be deliberate in judgment. V'ha'amidu Salmidim Harabe. Develop many disciples. Va'asu Siyag LaTorah, and make offense for the Torah.
So this first Mishnah sets the stage for everything else we're going to learn. That everything came from Sinai HaKodesh Baruch Hu to Moshe Rabbeinu to Yeshua, from Yeshua to Zakenim to Nevi'im, and then finally to the Anshe Knesset Adar. I mean, it was something which was intact, something which kept intact and transferred from one generation to the next, one stage of Klal Yisrael's development to the next. And it's dealing with the essence of Torah and how it's supposed to be learned and how it's supposed to be taught over to the next generation to follow. Okay? So the first thing that we're learning about is Torah. That's the basis of everything. So the first topic which is discussed here is Torah, which is the foundation of everything. And understanding that the source of Torah is something which is min hashamayim, from HaKodesh Baruch Hu, something divine, something spiritual. Anytime we'll try and minimize Torah to a type of knowledge, to a type of secular understanding, then you're minimizing it. Something from this world. No, Torah is something from not of this world. Torah is something which is spiritual, in essence, infinite, right? And we have a connection with the HaKodesh Baruch Hu, the fact that we have a neshama, right? So that neshama in us is able to connect with its creator through the means of Torah. So that first stage is Torah. Now we're going to move on to the next stage. Let's see what they mention now.
Okay, so Shimon Hatzadik Haya Misharei Chaneses Hagadola. Shimon the righteous was among the survivors of the great assembly. Hu Hayeh Omer, and he used to say, Al Shalosha Devarim Ha'olam Omer. The world depends on three things. Al HaTorah, on the study of Torah. Va'al HaAvodah, on the service to Hashem. And Va'al Gemalus Chasadim, kind deeds.
Okay, so from now the next stage is, the first stage was Torah, right? Now the next stage is the world, universe, right?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the arrangement which we're going to try and realize here, that there's a certain connection between all these statements. So the first statement was in relationship to Torah. Now the second statement is in relation to the Olam, that's to the universe.
Okay.
We can go to the next stage.
Okay. Antigonos, Ish, Socho, Gibel, Mishimon, Hatzadik. Antigonus, the leader of Socho, received the tradition from Shimon the righteous. Hu Haya Omer, he used to say, Al Tiyu Ka'avadim Hameshamamashim Es Harav Al Manas Lakabel Paras.
Very good.
Be not like servants who serve their master for the sake of receiving a reward.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What you doing right there? We put that special for you.
Oh, you did?
There, whatever you like.
Absolutely.
Wherever you're more comfortable.
I'm just afraid it'll fall, but
Okay.
it doesn't have a back.
No problem. Yeah. Okay, so now, go ahead. We're just doing a review, so you probably heard some of these things before, but...
Yeah, I recognize what he just read.
Elah Hevu Ka'avadim Hamashamashachim Es Harav Shalo Al Manas Lakabel Paras. Instead, be like servants who serve their master not for the sake of receiving a reward. Vihi Morah Shemayim Aleichem, and let the awe of heaven be upon you.
So what's this stage? This stage is man. We started with Torah, then the universe, and now it comes to man, the person himself. It's telling you how you should behave.
So man should serve.
And man should have Yerushalyim. And man should fear Hashem. Fear His Creator. Respect.
like that word all better.
Well,
Because, man, how do you fear your daddy? It's like, he's my daddy. I'm going to go curl up under his arm and I'm going to fear him? How do you fear your daddy like that? I'm going to do something so bad that I got to fear. So, I like all better.
Fear is a loaded word that people have a lot of different emotional connotations attached to. So, could be respect, or that's more closer to what we're trying to achieve. Yeah. Okay, let's see the next stage.
Okay. Okay. Yosei ben Yoezer, Ish Tzreda, v'Yosei ben Yochanan, Ish Yerushalyim, Kibalu Mehem. Yossi ben Yozer, leader of Tzreda, and Yossi ben Yochanan, leader of Jerusalem, received a tradition from them. Yosei ben Yoezer, Ish Tzreda, Omer. Yossi ben Yozer, leader of Tzreda, says, Yehi Beisacha Beis Va'ad L'Chachamim. Let your house be a meeting place for the sages. V'hevei Misabek Ba'afar Ragalehem. Sit in the dust of their feet. Okay, so let your house be a meeting place for the sages. Sit in the dust of their feet. V'hevei Shoseh Tsama es Divrehem. And drink in their words thirstily. So this must be the rest of us.
Well, this is referring to actually the home.
Okay.
The house or the home. It has some other aspects as well, but primarily the home. We're talking about that Havi Beis Vad L'Chachamim, Havik Vafar Reglei. I mean, your bias, your home should be a meeting place for the Chachamim. When they're in there, then this is what you should do. And we'll see Yossi ben Yochanan will also speak about the home as well.
Okay. Yosei ben Yochanan, Ish Yerushalyim, Omer. Yossi ben Yochanan, leader of Jerusalem, says, Yehi Beisacha Pasuach La Revacha. Let your house be open wide. V'yu Aniyim B'nei Veisecha. Treat the poor as members of your household. Va'al Tarabeh Sicha Im Ha'isha. And do not converse excessively with a woman. But Ishto Amaro. They said this even about one's own wife. Kal Vachmer.
Kol v'chomer.
V'chomer. Oh, there's a dot. Okay. V'chomer Be'eshes Chavero. Surely it applies to another man's wife, to another's wife. Okay. Mikan Amaru Chachamim. Consequently, the sages said, Kal Amarbeh Sicha Im Ha'isha. Gorein Ra'ah La'atzmo. Anyone who converses excessively with a woman causes evil to himself. Uvotel Medivrei Torah, neglects Torah study. V'sofo Yoresh Gehinom. Gehenna, and he will inherit Gehenna.
Okay, so there's another subcategory here. You have the home, right, and then you have what we'll call the guests in the family. your interaction with the guests and the family. Okay, I've got 2 more Mishnayos to do.
You're on a roll, Matt.
Amen. Baruch Hashem. Okay. Yehoshua ben Parachia v'Nita. Yehoshua ben Parachia and Nitai of Arbel. Oh, I didn't finish. Nitai ha'arbeli kibalu mehem. And Nitai of Arbel received the tradition from them. Yehoshua ben Parachia, Omer. Yehoshua ben Parachia says, Aseh lecha Rav, accept the teacher upon yourself. Upnei lecha chaver, acquire a friend for yourself. V'hevei dan eskol ha'adam lekach zechus. Judge everybody favorably.
Good. Let's go to the next one.
Nitai ha'arbeli omer. Nitai of Arbel says, Harchek mishachein ra va'al tischaber l'rasha. Distance yourself from a bad neighbor. Va'al, and I'll skip part of it, sorry. Va'al tischaber l'rasha. Do not associate with a wicked person. Va'al tisyaesh min hapuranus. And do not despair of retribution.
Okay, very good. So now the next stage is first you have teachers. Your teachers, I mean your Rav, because those are your teachers, right? And then you have your friends. Then you have your neighbors. And then finally you have events. You have events. So there are events. That's another category of events. So basically, when you look at these first 7 Mishnayos, they're taking you for it's actually a hierarchy. We have obviously HaKodesh Baruch Hu, whose Torah came through Moshe Rabbeinu and then Yeshua, all the way down to Knesset Gedolah. That's HaKodesh Baruch Hu, his Torah. Then you have the Olam, the world. Then you have man himself. And then you have his home. Right? Then he has his guests and his family within the home. Then outwardly you have the person's teachers and his friends and associates. And then finally you have his teachers. And then finally you have events.
With life.
Yeah. So you have a hierarchy of all these. That's the way the morale is explaining part of this. One way, one method of analysis of these Mishnayos.
Yeah, sure. Go off.
Okay, it's Hashem. So stop for a few moments. Stop for a few minutes and start Mishnah in about 5 minutes or so.